Hi, everybody. Hope you're well today. Today, I'd like to talk a bit about the effects of trauma in childhood and some of the consequences thereof. So, if you've experienced something like that when very young, be it abuse of any kind, violence, whatever the trauma is or has been for you, very often the energy that's used up in blocking that part of you off because you can't deal with it. And in some medical terms, they call it disassociation. The energy that takes up has to be stored somewhere. So it gets stored in your body, and in particular in the bottom three energy centers of your body, three chakras, if you like, where creativity is born, survival, the support system of the tribe, the family, communities that come later on, all the energy around money, self-esteem, confidence, trust, a big one. That can have a profound effect on the body and your energy system later on, which gives information to your whole system and affects your thoughts, the energy that you transmit, the way you are present in the world, your emotions, your behaviors. Now, everybody has some of this to one degree or another, but in particular, if you have experienced great trauma in your life, especially early on in life, because you haven't got the emotional intelligence then to make any sense of it. And more often than not, you can grow up thinking that it's all your fault. I certainly did for a long time, and it can still be there, even being out in company, people I didn't know, and they might be having an argument or a debate, a discussion, and disagreeing, and I would naturally think it was my fault, which is really irrational because, as I say, I may not have known these people at all. So you can be triggered all over the place. There's a lot to unwrap and untangle, but it can be done. It's recognizing it in the first place and seeing or witnessing some of the patterns that occur in your own life. For instance, you may be trying to attract a relationship, for example, and you notice that the last three relationships or attempts for a relationship, you pick somebody who ends up being emotionally unavailable. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're married, divorced, in a partnership, whatever. They could just simply be emotionally unavailable. Now, if you can notice that there's a similar thing going on, as with everything, it's bringing it back home to you and having a look at, what's going on in me. What am I giving off that's creating this, that's making it happen? Not to blame, although that's a big one for a lot of people and maybe the first place you go to, but to take self-responsibility and ownership, because then you put yourself in a position of power and you can change that around. So it has been my experience, and I just wanted to share with you that if anything like that has happened when you were very young, it can have great consequences as you get older in your later life. So if you know that something like that has happened to you, or that experience has taken place in your life, let's say, then the sooner you can start looking at it and understanding what assumptions you've created around that about yourself, then you can start to transform that, create new thoughts, new patterns, and therefore better choices and better results for yourself. Otherwise, you could then end up in a place of regret. So if any of this resonates with you, just stop for a minute and have a think about your behaviors, what you're attracting in your life. And if you haven't already done so, go and seek some support, be it a medical professional if you think that that's what you need, an energy healer, or a coach like me. And if you do want some support and you'd like to contact me, then please do so. You can find me on LinkedIn, on here, or on Facebook. And my details will be below the video. But whoever you choose, then, get some help. Start looking within to start making these very valuable and essential changes so that not only can you feel better and become the person you were meant to be, but also change your life completely and start creating some of the things that you would love and that you're entitled to and you deserve. Take care now, and I shall see you soon.